One of the things I thought was interesting as I read my motivational quotes in the morning, one said today, it says, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." And I think that's most appropriate in today's environment with this COVID-19 virus. Some people think that, the sellers have slowed down. Others feel like the buyers have slowed down, and therefore you're slowing down. I think right now the key is to stay active. If you can at least discipline yourself to say, I'm going to talk to at least 10 people per day, I think that that's going to keep your pipeline moving forward. Those people that you have talked to, those 10 people a day, when they're ready to buy or they're ready to sell, you're going to be top of mind with them. I also want to remind everyone that the prior classes are recorded at https://gmarino.valuedlender.com. They are over here in the second to last tab right here. When you drop it down, you'll see all the different classes. The two that I think that you should still be focusing on are the expireds, especially in this environment where a lot of people are saying, oh, don't list my house now, or let's wait a little bit before I start letting people into my home. There's a lot of expireds, there's a lot of cancels. You should be going after those and showing them all your great marketing tools. Also FSBOs, both of those are money-making opportunities. Okay, going back to the agenda. How is the real estate market doing? Again, I'm going to unmute you a little bit and just ask, how are you guys doing? Expireds, FSBOs, advertising, other agents' listings. Give me an idea as to what's going on in your world out there. So let me just unmute you all. Anybody got any thoughts about what's happening in your world in the real estate market? Everybody's super busy. Everybody showing a lot of properties. What are you doing? What are you doing to stay busy?
The showings have kind of slowed down for me in the last couple weeks.
Okay. And are you doing anything differently? Is your marketing changing at all?
Not yet. There are a few listings that are right in my neighborhood here that I know last year didn't sell. So my plan is to get some marketing material out to them. I think they would have been on the market by now had it just not been going on.
And again, we hear about neighborhoods, our farms. Again, you might find that in your farms, your neighborhood, that you're going to see a few more expireds, like I mentioned, a few more for sale by owners. Look at those classes. They're going to be excellent opportunities for you to go after those expireds. And when they see the marketing materials that you can provide to them and the mobile applications that you can provide, the property websites that you can put into Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social posting that you can be doing, it's going to be an excellent opportunity for you. All right, I'll put you all back on mute again. Any lender, lender updates. I'll just let you know that we're still, from a lender's perspective, we're still seeing that if your customer's loan has been sold off to Fannie Mae or to Freddie Mac, that they are offering up to 12 months, 6 months at a time, 12 months of forbearance. Forbearance does not mean forgiveness. It also means that that's the good news. Okay, you don't have to make the payment and it will not impact your credit report negatively. Okay, good news. The other news, I can't say it's bad, but the other news is they have to be aware of the fact that they need to call their servicer. That's the person they send their check to, their payment to. They need to find out at the end of forbearance, be it 90 days, 6 months, what is the servicer going to be asking of them? Option one, all of the payments that you have not made could be asked for all at once. That would be a huge hardship for most people. That is an option. Option number two, they will spread those forbearance payments, whether it's 3, 6 of them over the next, say, 6 months. Again, that's going to raise their monthly payment. Could be a hardship for them. The third option is the lender will tack it on to the end of the 30 years. So instead of it being a 30-year loan, it'll be a 30-year and 3-month loan or a 30-year and 6-month loan. Your best, if they ask you, if your clients ask you, what should I be doing? The answer should be call your servicer, because there is no one size fits all here. So it could be that Wells Fargo could be doing something different than Bank of America, and you and I don't have those answers. The servicer does, okay? The other thing that you should be aware of real quickly before we get into the subject matter is that with respect to FHA and the IDA program allows people to get either $6,000, $7,500, or $10,000 in down payment assistance. If I was a realtor, what I would be doing is I would be, if I had a listing under 331,000, which a lot of you have listings under 331,000, I would be putting double asterisks into the remarks section, putting something in there that says you may qualify to purchase this home for as little as 1% of the purchase price, and up to and using up to $10,000 in down payment assistance. The reason I say 331, that's the maximum that IDA will allow for their program to be used. IDA does require them to put in at least 1% of their own funds. And as you can see here, IDA offers a 3% interest rate today, which is lower than a standard FHA loan. From a down payment, DPA down payment assistance, IDA offers up to $10,000 and a standard FHA loan does not. IDA says, I'll do a loan at 640 or better. Right now, you can get an FHA loan as low as 600. However, you're going to end up paying points, multiple points for that, where you pay no points, which again is at the 660 plus level in credit score. So for a lower credit score, you're going to get a lower interest rate, and obviously it translates into a principal interest, a lower payment. So again, if you're dealing with buyers, please, if you don't have IDA flyers, text me, call me, email me. We'll send you out flyers that you can save on your computer, print as many as you like, and you should be handing them out to your clients, letting them know that this is one of the best programs out there for them as a buyer. From a seller's perspective, if the listing's under 331,000, try to attract more buyers to that listing by letting them know that they could, now you're guaranteeing they could possibly buy this home for as little as 1% of the purchase price and get up to $10,000 in down payment assistance. So again, just a little update for you. Okay, let's take a look at a sample personal website. That's what we all came here for today. Let's look at Fernando Frias's Valued Agent site. So I'm just gonna flip over to his. Let's get this down below. So it's not in my way. Here is Fernando Frias's site. And again, I'm going to minimize this, get this out of the way too, so that you guys can see this. Why choose me? Very good tab. My listings. What I do for sellers, such as my secret selling tools, getting ready for sales, setting a price, net sales proceeds. What is your home worth? Find a home. So we've got all these seller resources being built into this site here. Find a home. It's a search tool. And again, we're going to go through this more slowly because we're going to build this up ourselves. We'll use Aaron Boville's account, and we'll build up a personal website such that you guys can do the very same thing on your account. What I do for buyers. How do I calculate my housing payment? How much home can I afford? What are the mortgage types? And what about credit score? These are all things that I can do for buyers as a realtor. Need down payment assistance. That's going to be the flyer on your $6,000, your $7,500, and your $10,000 of down payment assistance. You as realtors should want to be able to have that available on your personal website. When it does download here, it is printable. People can then go in and look at the $6,000, the $7,500, and the $10,000 program. How to buy a home for 1% of the purchase price. Again, this is going to be an Excel spreadsheet. It's going to be able to, it's actually, people can change the purchase price here. The example when it loads up says a $200,000 home. There's bucket 1 is down payment, bucket 2 is closing cost, bucket 3 is escrows, and it shows how they can buy it for $2,000. Again, a great little cheat sheet or worksheet that people can see on your website. They can change the price from $250 to $300, and it's going to show them how much money do they have to come up with in the yellow squares in order to purchase that particular purchase price using down payment assistance. Getting pre-approved for free, a glossary, contact me, and I've got others that I'm going to bring to your attention, like giving away some free reports. Last week we talked about the 90-day report. A couple of you asked for the 90-day report so that you could start giving it away and trying to attract people by saying, contact me. I have this 90 things you shouldn't or can't neglect when selling your home. Again, you're trying to attract more people to your database. You're giving away an 8-page free report. Why not give it away here in your personal website? So this is just a great example of what a personal website could look like. Going back to the agenda real quickly. What are the benefits of your own personal website? Because people say, well, Glenn, why do I need it? You know, what's in it that makes it so great that I should want to have something like that? Well, let's take a look at some of the benefits of a personal website. First off, benefit 1, you get found on online searches. What happens when someone searches online for a realtor in your city? Are you one of the agents that's listed on the first page of the results? Let me give you an example of that. So for example, if I go back here and I go into, let's say, I put into the search in Google, mortgage lenders in Naperville. Okay, look who shows up. You know, our little company, the Marino Lending Team, we're like the first one with 5 stars with 58 reviews. Well, again, our website, our company website for the Marino team shows up, you know, ahead of Guaranteed Rate and others. Wouldn't that be nice if that was your name? Again, that was mortgage lenders in Naperville. What if that said realtors in Naperville, Illinois, or wherever your backyard is? Here I did it differently. I put a search in for mortgage loans in Naperville. And again, you can never outdo the ads. People are paying for ads. You want to get yourself at the top of the Google search, give Google money and they'll put you at the very top. But again, for the ones that are not being paid for, here's the Marino Lending Team once again, ahead of Guaranteed Rate and ahead of Caliber. This is an individual. Wouldn't it be nice if instead of the Marino team, if we said realtors in Naperville and your website was at the very top of that search? Kind of cool. Here's one last one. Mortgage loans in Chicagoland. And once again, we show up in the top searches as being in the Chicagoland area as being a lender that people should seek out and seek out our products and services. So again, that's another, that's an example of getting yourself found on online searches. Secondly, build your brand. As a real estate agent, you are your own brand. It's imperative that you keep your brand separate from your broker's brand. You each work for a particular company, whether it's Remax, HomeSmart, Berkshire Hathaway. You all work for somebody. They're branding themselves across the nation. You should be branding yourself as an individual that has real estate knowledge, is an expert in this industry, and people seek you out as that industry expert. Benefit 3, demonstrate authority. Having your own real estate website gives you a platform from which to demonstrate your knowledge and to position yourself as a local real estate authority. Absolutely. Whenever you talk to someone at the end of this class today, you'll be able to send buyers to this personal website because you'll have resources for them. You'll be able to send sellers there because it's going to demonstrate to them how you sell their home quickly and profitably. Number 4, you're going to build trust. The simple act of having your own website offers some legitimacy to your business. You know, it's one thing to say that you're a realtor, but now they can go see, feel, and touch, and they can click on your tabs, and you can become an educator for them. It builds you up as an expert. They start trusting your recommendations and what it is that you think is going to be in their best interest, either sell their home or to help them buy their next home. Benefit 5, provide value to your clients even before making contact. All the time. I mean, I talk to buyers all the time. You realtors refer me in customers all the time. What I do is I talk to them about their needs, and then what I do is I send them to our company website, to the Marino Lending team, and I let them play around with mortgage calculators and looking at different programs and looking at down payment assistance. And all of a sudden they go, wow, this is great. You know, I'm learning so much even before they've had that face-to-face contact with me or with one of my team members. Number 6, qualify your traffic. Additionally, you can use your website to qualify your traffic. What I mean there is you get to use your website as a landing page. When we do some Facebook ads, when we do some trying to attract buyers or sellers, we can always send them to your personal website for additional information in which then they can contact you because you become an educator. Benefit 7, engage your prospective clients. Another brilliant feature of having your own website is the multiple communication functions. Prospective clients aren't limited to phone calls, texts, and emails. They can click contact me. Again, because the Marino Lending team is showing up high in searches, we get people to just contact us because they've seen us, they found us, then we're ranking high. It helps us to engage with prospective clients. It helps us to build your mailing list. Again, if you're new as a new realtor in this business, your mailing list is probably your family and your friends. By doing so, by putting resources, the 90 things you can't neglect when selling your home. What is your home worth? These are all ways for you to get people to fill in their name, their email, and phone number and grow your database. So again, your personal website can help you do that. Staying top of mind. If you were to do some blogging, if you were to do some, if you wrote an article, or if you found an article, but give credit to the author, and you put it onto your website, you had a tab. You're going to see when we get into this later on here today, we're going to do something called a video blog. I do a lot of videos with realtors. And what you can do is, again, you're staying top of mind by putting out your videos or your blogs, and then you can always shoot that out into Facebook, into Twitter, into LinkedIn, and let people know, hey, this is the latest article that I just either found, or this is the latest article that I just wrote, or this is the latest video that I have about what's going on in this coronavirus environment. Benefit 10, create multiple streams of income. You can sell ebooks, etc., off of your personal website. It's kind of going into an advanced version of what you can use the personal website for. So again, some really good benefits that you can use a personal website for. Going back to the agenda, let's get started. What we assume in this class is we assume that you have a free agent marketing account. Now, again, a lot of you have it, some of you don't. For those of you that don't have it, again, you're going to go where the recordings are to that gmarino.valuedlender, and you're going to click the tab called Open Your Free Agent Marketing Account. The reason I want you to go to this gmarino is that it then will charge you nothing. Agent marketing will charge you $0 per month. If you go through agent marketing directly, you'll get charged anywhere from $149 to $200 and some a month. And that is not what you want. You want the free version in which you get all the bells and whistles. And again, I can show that to you very quickly. If we go back over here to gmarino.valuedlender.com, this was the recording. And over here, the next tab says, open up your free agent marketing account. You would scroll down. You would come over here to where it says create an account in the lower right corner, and then just follow the prompts. So this is where we're starting today, is we're assuming that you guys all have opened this up. So then what we're going to do is once we have our agent marketing account, the free one, we're going to log in, and then we're going to click what's called the personal tab. I'm just going to read a couple of these because then we're going to go over and actually do this. Then it says click personal websites. By the way, you have unlimited personal websites with that agent marketing account. What do I mean by that? Well, today we're going to create your personal website, but I've had agents create a short sale website. Or let's say that somebody said, I'm a realtor and I focus largely, my farm is the White Eagle Country Club. Well, you can have a website on what's happening in White Eagle. So unlimited websites, and you'll see today how we go about, creating them. You're going to create one in less than an hour. And there is no cost for you. You can have unlimited personal websites. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to personal tab, personal website, and then we're going to click the edit pencil, and we're going to change the default name to your name. We're going to put Aaron's name in there. And then we're going to click theme, and we're going to pick a layout. You're going to see that Glenn likes number 15. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up what I call we're going to leave the sample website of Fernando open. That'll be our cheat sheet. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click pages, add pages. Pages are the tabs, one at a time. So let's slow down. Let's take this one at a time. So it says, let's go over to agent marketing and let's click on the personal tab. Okay, so let's go over here. Here's agent marketing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log in. I'm going to log into Aaron's account. So let's log in. Okay, and there we have Lauren's smiling face over here, so we know we're in Lauren's account. The instruction said, then click on the personal tab. So on the left-hand side, you all see personal. Underneath that, it said, the next instruction said, hit personal websites. So you all have this. This is when you open up the account, my instructions are, please use either your first initial and last name, or at least use your first name and last name, all lowercase. That's your login ID, because then agent marketing makes that your login part of the name of your personal website. So here it is, ebovial.valuedagent.com. However, the name of the site is default website. So the first thing I said after you log in and you click personal and then personal websites is click the edit pencil here, and let's change it. Come on. Now it's not letting me change the default website name right now. But let's move forward. It then says, let's click theme. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here to theme. And what theme does is it opens up layouts for you. And you notice that all these layouts show you a mobile phone. So whatever we create today not only can be found on a laptop, but people can also download, or I shouldn't say download, they can also search and find your personal website on their phone. So here's 18. Here's 17, kind of a darker background with your picture on it. 16, and again, the color schemes can be changed. I'm not going to go through all those changes, but you can change the colors. But I do like 15, and maybe it's because I like light and white and bright backgrounds. So 15 is the one that I like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it. There's a green box that goes around it once I click on it. And what I'm going to do is come up here and hit save. Okay, and it says I've been successful. All right, after you pick the theme, then what it's asking you to do is we're going to go back to our list here of websites. And again, if you had opened up a short sale or a White Eagle, all your different websites would be here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're then going to go after pages. And let's take a look at what it looks like first before we even add anything. When you first start, it's pretty basic. So let's open up what she has now. Nice picture background, kind of like the whiteness, the background. And what we're going to do here is it only has my listings, home value, buyer seller glossary, and a custom page. So nothing exciting in my opinion. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start to make it much more user-friendly. And how do we do that? Well, we're going to have next to it, we want to have, let's go find our friend Fernando. Here's Fernando's. Okay, and Fernando says the first thing he put on there was why choose me. And why choose me, when we open it up, looks like this. It still has his picture, his contact information with HomeSmart, contact me, get a value for your home, do a search, view my listings. But more importantly, it's got 10 reasons for people to choose him as the real estate agent. I have the experience, I have the knowledge, I do the legwork, I'm full-time, I use my connections, I'll be your only client, I'll guide you. As a standard practice, I preview the homes, I don't waste your time, you'll have the advantage of personal one-on-one attention from me. Cool things. The thing too is that's 10 items. Every one of these pages is editable. If you said, hey, I don't like the way this is worded, I don't even want it at all, you can delete it. If you want to add items 11, 12, and 13, you can, and I'll show you that in a second. So what we want to do here is, let's go over to Aaron. And what we want to do here is we're going to go to Aaron, and you're going to click pages, and you can add a page or add a group, and I'll show you what group means later on. So we're going to add a page, and let's just slow down and take a look here at when we add a page. There's 3 types of pages. Common pages, and if anybody's taking notes, common pages are for going to an outside third-party website. If you were going to a website for the Merino lending team, you wanted to go to my website and put it in as one of the tabs here, you would use the common pages. Agent pages is going to be predetermined, pre-canned pages, and you'll see how we load those up. And then there's mortgage pages, okay? And we will use a combination, we'll use largely agent pages today. So the first thing we're looking for was why choose me? So I believe it's under agent pages. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll through here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for something that says, why choose me? And there it is. I'm gonna fill a little radio dial in there. And then, so that was number 1, select the page. Number 2 says, adjust the text if you don't like the way it reads. And some of them I don't, and we will change it. But why choose me? Okay, that's when it says menu text, that means what's the button, what's the tab on your personal website gonna read? It's gonna read why choose me. Once they click it, it's gonna take them to the page, and the title of the page says why choose me. Seems like an appropriate title. And with that, it's grayed out, meaning that it's pre-canned the information that's gonna get downloaded. So what we're gonna do is, all you have to do is, when we fill in why choose me, we can go over here and click add. It always adds them to the very bottom here, why choose me. I want that to be one of the first things. I want them to learn something about you. And again, if somebody has, wants to do a video about themselves, what are the benefits of using me, if you're a buyer, what are the benefits, or what do I do for sellers? If anybody wanted to do a little 30-second video, we can do a video, and then we can upload that video, and that would also be right up in the front here about you or why choose me. Okay, next, let's go back to, and again, let's just quickly view it. It automatically saves. If you take a look at the viewing of it, it is now on Aaron's page as why choose me. And there it is with the drop down with the 10 things that she does. Very cool. All right. Let's go back to our friend, Mr. Fernando. And the second one is my listings. Again, as listings are created, and he doesn't have any current listings, but as listings are automatically, once you put them into the MLS, you can sync your agent marketing account to automatically create property websites for you, so you don't have to do any additional work. If you had listings, they would then be showing here for people to sort through them, see if there's any listings that they might want to go out and take a look at. Again, well, let's go back over here to our dear friend Erin. Let's go to add a page. Actually, my listings was already out there. So let's just take a look at what she's got there under my listings. And she's got a couple of listings where people can then click on, any of these pictures here. They can view the detail. And, she's got several listings, so that's kind of nice for any of her clients, prospects, people that she's marketing to in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. They can see her listings and see if they would like a showing on her listings. Very cool. What realtor doesn't want their listings being shown? All right, going back to Mr. Fernando again. And again, I got actually two more that I can put right around the why choose me. So let's go back and take a look at that. If we go back to add a page, there's something about, it says an about page. So if we click on it and it says about, and again, this is where you adjust the text. About doesn't do anything for me, but about Erin does something for me. It tells me, hey, if you want to learn more about Erin, you can. And so then when I click the add button here, it drops it down to the bottom. There's a crossbar down here. When you left click, hold the left click down, you drag it up. And now it's in the area of why choose me about Erin. Let's go view that. Let's see what that now looks like. Hello and welcome to HomeSmart Realty. Again, see, we would edit this. I'm going to take this off of here because it's designed for a mortgage company. But again, I've had agents just, I'll show you how to modify a page. I've had agents go in there and then just type in what they want with respect to being a full service realty company. So and again, I'm sure that HomeSmart has got some language that you could copy and paste and put in here. So let's just go back here before I delete it. And let's take a look at about here. You see where it says edit the page? Click the page button. And then it opens up and it looks like this. So what you can do is change it becomes like a Word document, change it from a full service mortgage company to a full service realty company. And you can then start changing. We can help you with purchases, with selling and any other type of information that you want to provide to them. All right. But again, that's something that Erin can do if she wants to add that page. So again, let's go back to pages and how easy it is to then, we don't want that page, come over here to the red delete button and we can delete it. Yes, do you really want to delete it? And you say yes, because it's so easy to add. All right, so we got the why choose me, my listings. There's also something called testimonials. Again, that tells people something about you. I've had realtors tell me, Glenn, I've got testimonials in Zillow. I've got testimonials in Trulia. I've got just testimonials. People send me in emails and they tell me how great the service was. Well, it's nice that they're in your file, but how about if you make it public by putting it on your personal website? So again, let's add a page. Do you see here where it says under common pages, testimonials? It says you add them. I'll show you how you add them. So we put a radio dial for testimonials. Again, the button will say testimonials. I understand what that is with an 8th grade mentality or look-see at it. We'll change. I'm going to change this. I don't want when they drop down, I don't want them to see the editorial comment, you add them. So I'm going to just take out you add them, backspace it out. And then what I'm going to do is going to click add. Okay, it's going to go down to the bottom like normal. I'm going to left click, grab that crossbar, and I'm going to bring up here testimonials. Let's go view it. Let's see what testimonials is all about. So testimonial says this: due to my unparalleled commitment to customer service, many satisfied clients have written letters of thanks and greatly appreciated reviews. If you would be interested in receiving a variety of the letters of recommendation, please contact me today so I can send them to you. Now that's the generic version, meaning that you don't have any specific ones. But let's say that you had Zillow, Trulia, or that you want to copy and paste in what someone said in an email. I do that all the time. I put a date that I got the email, and then I put in per, and I don't typically use their last name. If it was like Glenn Marino, I might say Glenn M, just to protect their privacy. And so then what I do is, let's say that you wanted to paste in some testimonials. Well, what you would do is you would go over here, again, under testimonials, we're going to edit the page, that third button over, hit edit the page, click it. And then what you would do here is, again, it's like a Word document, just bring it on down here and paste. So copy from whatever source you'd be bringing them in, from Trulia, Zillow, or from an email, and then just paste it in here. And then from there, you would come up here, and you would be able to then save it. If I get this out of the way, there's your save button. You would save then the testimonials you put in there, and now you would have all your testimonials showing for public view. I gotta believe that you guys are doing some of this, and if you're not doing this, every time you have a closing, you should be sending out a request, a form, asking people for not only testimonial, how did I do? How was my service? How was my level of communication? Was I prompt? Did I meet your needs? But more importantly, at the very end, how about, can you give me 2 references, 2 referrals to family and friends? That's how I get additional business right now. Every time I have a closing, I send out a testimonial request, and I ask them for 2 people that they can refer me to. Okay. So let's go back then. So now I'm going to leave this, because right now it's just general information. It does not hurt Aaron's personal website by having it out there. All right. So let's go over to Fernando again. On Fernando, he then says, after my listings, he's got all of his seller resources, what I do for sellers. So the first thing he has is sellers, which we already have on Aaron's site. That's one of the part of the basic personal website. But he has something now called My Secret Selling Tools. Okay, and this is a really, it's a very nice little image that shows the secret selling tools. I'm not wild about this banner of PhotoBucket in the middle. I'm going to see if I can go to okay. See if we can get to this. Otherwise, I'll just show you how we're going to do this. Okay, let's go back to, I will get you this without the PhotoBucket banner on there. But here's how we would do this. We would take this photo here, and we would right click it, and we would copy the image, okay? I will get you the site where you can go to. In fact, let's see if it's on my cheat sheet over here. Secret selling tools. Okay, well, we were there already. Let's go control click. Okay, I'm not going to waste time with that. I will get you this site where you can just copy and paste it in there. But here's what we're doing is we're going here, and we've copied the image. I'm then going to go back over here to our dear friend Aaron, and what we're going to do is we're going to go back to pages. We're going to add a page, okay? And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to use an outside website or image. So I'm going to go Actually, I'm going to use a one-column custom page. And here's where we're going to edit the text. The text is going to be my secret selling tools. Cool. So when people click on what are your secret selling tools, it's going to be an infographic. We're going to go and they drop down to the page itself, and the page title will be my secret selling tools. And then we're going to click add. Okay, and once again, it adds it to the bottom. You're going to left click and you're going to drag it up under sellers. I'm just going to move, well, I'm going to move right now, we're doing sellers. I'm going to move buyers underneath, because we're not there yet. And I'll move home value down. Okay, so sellers, we have my secret selling tools. What we have to do is we need to go to page then, and we're going to edit that page. And what we're going to do here is we're going to, this is just their standard, what Agent Marketing shows, an example of what could be put in there different ways. We're going to delete it. We wanted to have a blank sheet. So here it is, blank. And what we're going to do is we're going to right click and we're going to paste. And then it says, then hit Control V. And there is the photo. Now again, I'm not saying we should have this photo bucket banner in here, but what we'll do is I will send you with this recording afterward the link where you can copy and paste it without it. With that, again, we're going to want to hit save. So click save. And now what we do is we'll go back to pages. And now we have sellers, my secret selling tools, an infographic that shows the different tools. If you were to view that page, it shows the different tools. You have property websites, virtual tours, automated feedback. You've got social media posting, text messaging, automatic feeds. You've got a lot going on here that someone can then read about and see from an infographic point of view what it is that you do from a marketing point of view. Okay, again, let's go back to Fernando. And he then has, under what I do for sellers, getting ready for sale. Well, getting ready for sale says, a well-polished house appeals to more buyers and will sell faster and for a higher price. It talks about how much should you spend in getting your home ready. What is the exterior curb appeal things you can do? There's a bunch of points here that help them with curb appeal. And then you've got also all sorts of tips and points of what they can do to prepare the interior. Again, you can modify the page by clicking edit the page. You can add, subtract from this list if you think certain things are more important or things are not important and shouldn't be there. So again, how do we get ready for sale onto Aaron's site? So what we do is we come over here to Aaron. We're going to add a page. And we're looking for something under agent pages that says getting ready for sale. And there it is, getting ready for sale. Click the radio dial. Again, I adjust the text because ready for sale doesn't mean anything to me, but if I put in the word getting, then my 8th grade mind says, I get it, getting ready for sale. If I click this, it's going to tell me some things about how I can help get ready for the sale of my home. Once they click that tab, it'll take them to the page. The page has this title on it. I like that. Click add. Once again, it goes down to the bottom. I'm going to grab the little crossbar. I'm going to bring it up under my secret selling tools. So again, I'm going to, once again, view it for Aaron, and Aaron now has my secret selling tools, getting ready for sale. If we click on getting ready for sale, she now has this beautiful educational piece about exterior curb appeal and interior appeal tips and hints. So that's great. Okay, let's go back to Fernando, to our cheat sheet. What else does he have for sellers? Setting a price. Wouldn't it be nice before you actually met with them that you helped them, educate them on how you go about setting a price? It's not something you just pick out of a hat. So when you hit setting a price, it's going to talk about to determine the proper list price, you guys do, you furnish comparable sales, you analyze market conditions, you're helping to determine offering incentives, and you're estimating net proceeds. So you talk about, CMAs in here. So this is a good educational material for your sellers. Once again, how do we get this onto Erin? We come back over here to Erin. We click on add a page. Okay. So let's just see if we don't find under age of pages. Setting a price, there it is. Put your radio dial in there. Setting a price, my 8th grade mind says, I understand what that means. Okay, if I'm setting a selling price or a price for my home. And if you want to be even more specific, setting a price for my home. When they click on that tab, it's going to take them to the page with the title Setting a Price, and we're going to click Add. With that, it's going to put it down at the bottom here of our list of pages. We're going to drag this up and put it up under Getting Ready for Sale. Let's take a look at it on Erin's site again. And now Erin has Getting Ready for Sale, setting a price for my home. And boom, 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 with Erin's picture, contact information. Very good, very nice. All right, let's go back to Mr. Fernando, to our cheat sheet. He then has, what else does he do for sellers? He says, I also can help you with, a net sales proceeds worksheet. All of you realtors are trained or taught how to do a net proceeds worksheet. So again, you're putting information out there that sellers can read, that you can educate them prior to you actually handing them the written document. So what does it say under net sales proceeds? It says that once you're given an estimate of market value from me, such as a CMA, you can get a rough idea of how much cash you might walk away with when the sale is completed. In particular, we're going to be, subtracting the payoff of your current loan, any broker commissions, any prepayment penalties, any attorney fees, and unpaid property taxes. In addition, there's certain expenses of the sale that they are going to be responsible for. Again, a great piece. If I was a seller, I'd like to know some of the charges that I might incur. That when I sell my $300,000 home, am I getting $300,000 or am I getting something less? So let's get that onto Erin's site. So let's go over here to hers. Let's go to add a page. Let's look for something that says net sales proceeds. Let's go under agent pages, net sales proceeds. And there it is, net proceeds. Put your radio dial in there. Again, my 8th grade mentality says net proceeds is not enough. And besides that, proceeds is misspelled. So let's go net sales proceeds. I get that. And then net, and I also want them when they come down to the actual page itself, I want the page title to say net sales proceeds. Very cool. With that, click add. It goes down to the very bottom. Let's left click, let's drag this up under setting a price. So after we set the price, we're then going to talk to them about net sales proceeds. And again, let's just view it. Let's just see now that our dear friend Erin, she now has what's called net sales proceeds. You click on it, and on her tab now, she's got this beautiful educational piece about what they should expect in net sales proceeds. Okay, let's go back to Mr. Fernando, to our cheat sheet. He now has not what I do for sellers. Now he has, what is your home worth? Yeah, it's something he does for sellers, but we're calling it out specially. Maybe I'm not to that point where I'm convinced that I'm going to sell yet, but I would like to know what my home is worth. And again, if anybody does any Facebook ads, etc., about, hey, would you like to know what your home is worth? Or if you do a video, or if you just do some postcarding, you can always refer people to your personal website, asking them to click on the tab, what is your home worth? Okay, so when you click on what is your home worth, it takes them to this beautiful, do you know the value of your home? It says, hey, take 30 seconds and find out. Well, let's just see what Erin's going to end up on her page. It says, please enter your street address. You'll find that this, within Agent Marketing, this is tied to Google Maps. So when I start to put in my address of 1160, I live on Biscayne Court in Aurora. So when I click on this, I hit submit. Right now, Fernando just got an email and a text message that this guy at 1160 Biscayne Court is looking for a CMA, or he's looking for what his home is worth. I'm very impressed as a consumer that you, the realtor, that not only is your page tied to Google Maps, but the second screen, which now comes up, has a little red dot. It's showing, yep, I live off of Indian Trail Road. Yep, this is my house. I'm going, wow, this realtor spent some real good money on trying to help me understand what my home is worth. So it says, please enter your email address. Where do I send the report? So I'll put in my email address being glenn.marino.gm@gmail. And I'll hit submit. And it's only 3 screens. And then it says, okay, final step, and we'll let you go. It says, let us know a little bit more about your home. My first name is Glenn and my last name is Marino. And the best phone number is going to be my cell number. And then from there, what should we know to better value your home? Well, I live on 2 acres. Okay, so I'm kind of helping the realtor that's going to be seeing this understand it's not just a city lot. Or if I just finished the basement, or we just put in an outdoor kitchen, whatever they want to do to help you understand, there's additional value here at this house. When they click submit, once again, the realtor will get both an email and a text message saying that this person just gave you additional information for a CMA request. Thank you for your inquiry. Kind of cool. But now what we want to do is we want to put that on Erin's page. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to Erin. Now, before we go there, I have to go back to her personal tab here. I'm going to leave this for a second because I have to go get the HTTP, the URL for what is your home worth. And I'll show you that by clicking personal. And then when you click on personal websites, which is how we started this whole thing, you guys will see on the far right-hand side something called pre-built sites. Everybody see that? And then there's something called seller lead websites. And this is Erin's market analysis report, neighborhood report, or CMA report. All 3 of these links, all 3 of these websites, all 3 of these URLs go to the same page that you just saw. So you're just trying to pick something that the 8th grader would understand. To me, if I'm looking to know what my home is worth, I want a market analysis. So if I click on market analysis, this is, again, what we saw in Fernando's. To put it into Erin, I'm going to copy her link, ebovial.market analysis report. I'm going to copy it. I'm now going to go back to her personal website, to the pages. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a page, and I'm going to link it to an outside website. I just copied the URL, so I have an outside URL. So I'm going to link it to an outside website. So then it says adjust the text. Okay, outside page doesn't do anything for any of us. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, what is my home worth? Cool. And then if they click on that tab, when they get taken to the page, we want the page to say, what is my home worth? And then the URL that we just copied is going to get pasted right here. Okay? And I recommend opening it in a new window to try and put all that graphics and everything into a small window on your personal website. It's not going to look good. So have it open. Your choices are open in a new window, open in the same window that your personal website is in, or frame it inside the personal website. Neither one of these are going to look good, so just leave it open in a new window and hit add. Okay? And with that, we now have a new tab called What is my home worth? I'm going to drag that up under net sales proceeds. Okay, now let's take a look at it. Let's view it. Aaron's site is getting a lot more tabs all of a sudden. So what is my home worth? Let's click on it. And it goes right there. People can fill it out. Erin will then get a text and an email, and she can work with anybody that wants to know what their home is worth. Very cool. Now, while we're here, again, we mentioned that she's getting quite a few tabs now. So that we don't get too many tabs, let's what you call group some of the items that belong to the seller, like sellers, like My Secret Selling Tools, getting ready for sale, setting a price, net sales proceeds. Let's tuck all those under a tab called What I Do for Sellers. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to her pages, and what we're going to do is we're going to add a group. We're going to group these. It's called treeing or grouping, and the group title is going to be called What I Do for Sellers. Cool. And then we'll click Add, and you guessed it, it's going to go all the way to the bottom. So now let's take this group and let's move it up. Let's move it up. Let's move it up above sellers. Very cool. So now, in order to put these other tabs under this group, all you have to do is you grab the little crossbar and you pull it to the right about a ½ inch. Grab My Secret Selling Tools, pull it in. Grab Getting Ready for Sale, pull it. Setting a Price, pull it. Net Sales Proceeds, pull it. This is too valuable to me as a realtor. I don't want to hide it under the tab What I Do for Sellers. I want to leave it out there in case somebody just wants to know what their home is worth. So having done what we just did, let's now go back and view Erin's website. Why Choose Me, testimonials, my listings, What I Do for Sellers. And when they click on What I Do for Sellers, you notice there's a little caret for a drop down. It has all these different tabs and pages that we've created. Kind of cool. And we have still out here, What is my home worth, all by itself. Now, a couple things before we go on. This home value is the same as What is my home worth, except that What my home is worth is a much more robust site. So I'm going to delete home value because this makes me want to take action. What is my home worth? Home value does nothing for me. The other thing that we want to talk about is if we have my listings. One of the things that we may want to add to all of this is if your company, Erin, we saw Erin had like 3 or 4 listings. But what if somebody looks at that and says, I don't, by the way, that's Fernando thinking that I'm looking for a CMA. What if I don't want those 3 or 4 listings that I see there? Well, then maybe I'm going to go elsewhere. I'm going to go look. Wouldn't it be nice if you had another tab next to my listings that said company listings, or there was a search, where you can say find other listings. And again, I don't have that here today, but you would have it by talking to your broker owner, your broker manager. As long as they can give you an HTTP, as long as they can give you a website where other listings in the office might be located, that would be fabulous. So you can have one tab called My Listings, go to, again, those common pages, go to, you're going to link it to an outside website, and then copy and paste in the URL into that page, and now you'll have My Listings, and then you might have company listings or other listings, however you want to describe it, that would be out here, so people can see not only your listings, but other listings. Another thing I'm going to just go back to my, I have a cheat sheet of links here. Again, so we talked about testimonials, we talked about company listings. See if your company does have company listings on a particular website. Here's something, how I sell your home quickly and profitably. That's kind of cool. If I was, again, if I'm being sent to your website, I can either tuck it under what I do for sellers, or I can keep it out there all by itself. You could insert what's called the flip book for one of your properties. So, and I'm going to show you that, and then we've got the link here that we can put in there. So I'll show you how to work this. Let's first go and see if this is something that would be kind of cool to put onto your personal website. So it says, we're going to go to your flip book. So let's go back here to agent marketing. Let's go to Erin's properties. This is to her listings. And she's got a sold one here, Camp Prairie Rose Lane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look at under tools. We can drop down under any one of the properties, but I'm using the sold one because she can leave that sold one out there for forever, and it'll always be available for when she, on her personal website. You come down here to what's called the listing presentation. When you click on it, it gives you a URL up here, 2023 prairieroselane.flipshow.com. Cool. But what's so cool about it is you can use this then as your example of what you do for your clients when you're trying to sell their home quickly and profitably. They can read, the goal of the online marketing is to create demand amongst multiple qualified buyers. I will create a custom property website that I can share HD photos and videos. Your online commercial, I'll produce a full motion virtual tour. Again, agent marketing, you don't have to go out and hire a photographer to do a virtual tour. It'll create it for you. The next thing that'll be on there, if you desire, I'll produce panoramic tours of the main rooms of your home, like the kitchen, like the master bath, like your rose garden, like your wine cellar. I'll also create an aerial photography as if we were flying around in a helicopter, giving people a bird's eye aerial view of your home and the neighborhood surrounding your home. I'll also create a mobile application for you. More buyers are buying goods and services using their mobile phones. I'll receive a text and I'll follow up with them. And here's the example. If they were to text 310-5700 to 79564, they would get the full property website downloaded into their phone. Very, very awesome feature. Shows that you're high tech. You're also showing them that you have QR codes that they can scan to get photos and details of the property. You can use those QR codes in realtor magazines and in newspapers. I'm also going to provide you with custom signage. Most people are buying a sign writer because as people drive up to the house, they don't typically necessarily want to call the agent right away, but boy, would they like to get instant information. Would they like to get all the pictures out of the MLS? That is a feature that they get here. So you're telling them that I would give you custom signage, sign writer for people to get instant information with a quick text. I'm also going to produce 9 colored flyers. Typically, I'm going to allow you, the seller, to pick which one of the 9 you want featured on your property website. I'm going to broadcast your property out into social media. Since 90% of the buyers start their search online, I'll market it to key real estate sites. I'm also going to optimize it in Google, so when people put in searches for 4 bedrooms, 3 baths in Naperville, that it ranks high within Google searches. I'm also going to put your virtual tour on YouTube, so if people are looking for videos and looking for homes within YouTube, your YouTube video shows up. I'm also going to provide you with social posting into Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Craigslist. So you're obviously letting them know that you're going to tap into social networking. You're also letting them know that on your personal website, under the tab called My Listings, which we just left a little while ago, you're going to be putting you're going to feature their home as well as on your Facebook business page. You're also going to let them know that you can reach international buyers because your property websites, their property, can be translated really into 66 different languages. And you're going to email, you have an email postcard To stimulate immediate interest, you're going to email an announcement of their property, of their property website to key agents and your other buyers, your prospects, past clients, seeing if they or someone they know might be in the market to purchase your home. Last but not least, thanks for your time. Should I bring up my listing agreement now so I can start marketing your home tomorrow? Okay, I happen to think that that's a pretty cool thing to put onto your personal website. So I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to go back over here to Erin's personal tab, to her personal websites. I'm going to go to pages. I'm going to go to add a page. This is an outside website, right? So I want to go to common pages, link it to an outside website. So I'm going to put a radio dial there. I'm going to say, I'm going to name the tab How I Market Your Home. You could also call it How I Sell Your Home Quickly. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's just try that for today. How I Sell Your Home Quickly. All right, so when they click that tab, they're going to be taken to the page. The page is going to say How I Sell Your Home Quickly. All right, it's looking for the link that we just copied. Let's delete that. Let's put in the URL that we just copied, paste it, open it in a new window. Click Add. Okay, it goes down to the bottom. How I Sell Your Home Quickly. So let's move it up. Once they know what their home is worth and they say, oh, this is not bad. I like that CMA that Erin did for me. Price seems fairly reasonable. I'd love to get my house sold quickly. Let's go see what she has now on her site. So she goes to her personal website and she now can help people demonstrate what is my home worth, how I sell your home quickly. When someone clicks on that, it's got a lot of images, so it's taking just a little bit of time on my heavy loads, please. Oh, come on. Again, it's all due to the internet and the speed of the internet. We'll try again. Oh, here it comes. Okay, so again, they're getting this flip book, all 17 pages, all the graphics, all the artwork. I think it's a beautiful piece, and obviously Erin is being advertised on each of the pages. So why wouldn't you want this as part of your personal website? Okay, so let's go back again. Let's take a look at our cheat sheet with Mr. Fernando. Just closing out a few tabs here. All right, so after we've done that, what is your home worth? How can I sell your home quickly? Find a home. Now we're starting to get into buyers. Buyers are now looking to find a home. Now again, some of you might have access to, give them MLS searches. Again, you guys know better than I, but from what I hear from my real estate friends, my realtor friends, they tell me that if somebody goes into the MLS, they don't really know that someone's in there searching. Wouldn't it be nice if you were to find out that someone wants to go in and do a search? So take a look at this. Find a home looks like this. Automatic property search request. It says, find your dream home in just a few clicks away. Click start and follow the directions. I'll then automatically email you all the new listings that fit your search. In other words, it's not going to be an automatic thing. It's going to come to you, and then you've got to set it up in the MLS to send them listings based on their criteria. So they click start. From there, they put in what cities they want, and let's just say today it's Naperville. And you can put other cities, comma, Bolingbrook, Wheaton, however many cities they want. Hit continue. And then what they want is they want the email address. So we'll put in glenn.marino.gm@gmail. And then we're going to put in our name. We put in our last name. Then we're going to put in our phone number. And then we're going to put in our postal code. Cool. With that, we're going to continue. And then what you're going to do is you can tell, they can pick a minimum of, okay, I'm looking for houses from 250 to 350. Cool. And it can have any beds and any baths. And if they want an optional criteria that you must have a fireplace or it must have, something else, you can. And the long and the short of it is they have to, the system, the word calls down the word golf, G-O-L-F. With that, they hit continue. With that, it says, hey, success. Your automatic MLS search has been processed and sent to me, Fernando. You should start receiving MLS listings within 24 hours because Fernando's going to send them to them. If you would like, and he'll set them up for automatic searches as new MLS listings come on within their search criteria. It'll automatically then send them out to them. If you'd like to reach me immediately, contact me, and there's his name, there's his mobile. How do we get this on to our dear friend, Aaron? So let's go over here. Close out a few tabs of Aaron. And let's go to add a page. So under here, we're looking under agent pages and we're looking for automatic property search request. There it is. Put the radio dial. I don't know about you as far as the text, but I got to adjust that. Auto means I'm driving a car. So what I want to do is I want something my 8th grade mind knows how to understand. I'm going to find a home. Cool. I don't mind it saying automatic property search request when they drop down to the page title. And so I'm going to click add. And with that, goes down to the bottom. I'm now going to bring this up. I'm now starting into my buyer section. The home value I told you was the same as what is my home worth, so let's delete that. And I don't need this custom page anymore, so I'm going to delete that. Okay, so find a home. We now, if we were to look at Erin's page, she now has find a home on her page. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's go back to Fernando. Not only does he have find a home, it's what I do for buyers. And he has the buyer tab and then calculate a housing payment. Okay, so let's see what he's got for calculate a housing payment. It's got this little formula here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my cheat sheet of links. Again, I'm going to send everybody on this call these links. Calculate your mortgage payment. Okay, it's basically saying get the FCM Express app. Okay, I like this a lot better than what Agent Marketing has to offer because it shows how high tech you are. It's an app. They can calculate their payments. Private mortgage insurance is in there. They can flip between an FHA loan, a conventional loan, a VA loan. It's really powerful. Whenever you take someone out in a car and you're showing buyers a property, you're not showing them one, you're showing them 5, you're showing them 10 properties in a day. Well, wouldn't it be nice if you had a tool that had a calculator on it that every time the purchase price changed, because no two properties have the same purchase price and no two properties have the same real estate taxes. Wouldn't it be nice if your client and you knew what is that mortgage payment for that house that we're about to go see? It also keeps them busy in the car while you're traveling with them. Right now, you're not in the same car with them with COVID-19, but at least you got, they're staying busy with this calculator. All right, so having said all that, let's copy this link. We'll take a look at what it looks like in a second. So let's copy it. Let's go back over to Aaron. Let's go to add a page. And because it's an outside link, we need to do a common page. So we're going to put a little radio down, link to the outside. And this is calculate your mortgage payment. It'd be nice if you had that on your site for your clients. And then once they drop down, you're going to say, calculate your mortgage payment. Cool. All right, take out this beginning part here, put in your URL, paste it, open in a new window, and click Add. With that, let's bring it up. Let's put it up under Buyers. Move it up. And let's take a look at what it says. Let's view it. Calculate your mortgage payment. When they click on it, it's going to go right there. If they put in their phone number and hit send, it's interactive. They're going to be able to then download this FCM Express app right onto their phone. So it's a great, simple way for them to be able to calculate whether if they're buying, whether they should use FHA, they should use conventional, what the payment's going to be. They put in the taxes that they get from your MLS listings. It's a powerful app for them. All right, very cool. You look very techie. So then let's go back to Mr. Fernando. And in addition to, what else does he do for buyers? We just downloaded the calculator. How much home can I afford? And it's kind of going backwards. It's saying, hey, if I have X amount of dollars for down payment, and this is the amount that I have budgeted to pay for my housing, and I want to finance it over 30 years, and this is the interest rate that I heard that I can get. How much of a loan can I afford? So it's kind of going iteratively backwards. So how much home can I afford? Let's put that onto Aaron's site. So let's go over here to Aaron. Let's go to add a page. And I believe this is under the mortgage pages, and it's under budgeting. And what we're going to do here is we're going to change the text from budgeting, because again, that doesn't do anything for me. How much home can I afford? And then once they click on that tab, it's going to take them to the page, and the page is going to say, how much home can I afford? Very cool. With that, click Add. Dropped it down to the bottom. Let's bring it up under Calculate Your Mortgage Payment. Because again, they can either calculate the payment, or what they can do is they can look at it from a bigger perspective and say, how much of a mortgage loan do you think that I can afford? Rough guesstimate. Obviously, they're going to get better information once they work with one of the consultants at First Centennial. All right, so let's go back to our dear friend Fernando. What else is he doing for buyers? Mortgage types. Again, you're an educator. You're not going to be a lender, but you're in the real estate business. You should let them know that there's fixed rate loans and adjustable loans, and that there's convertible ARMs, and that there's FHA and VA loans. And so you're giving them just a paragraph or two about these types of loans. So again, something very beneficial, something very educational, nice graphics. So then let's go back over here to Aaron, and we're going to add a page. And under add a page, let's go to agent pages. I believe it's going to be something called mortgage types. There it is. Fill in the radio dial. Mortgage types, the 8th grader me understands what it is. And once they click on that tab, it'll take them to the page, where it'll say mortgage types, and we'll click add. We'll bring this then up under how much can I afford? Then after mortgage types, then let's go back to Mr. Fernando. And what else does he do for buyers? He allows them to self-evaluate credit score-wise. This is not a FICO score. This is not, oh, you have a 700 score, you have an 800 score, you have a 500 score. What it does is it allows them to go through either rent or mortgage payments. Were you ever late? How many times you're late? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. What happens, if you were late, 2 to 3 times on your rent, okay? Or if you have an existing house on your mortgage payment in the last 12 months, you're going to be a B credit. I typically tell people you're going to be fine if you're an A or a B. When you get to be C below, you better have a discussion with your lender as to what can you do to improve your credit, because you possibly are in danger of not getting approved. But they can go through like credit cards. You know, have you ever been 30, 60, or 90 days late? Have you ever had foreclosure, bankruptcy, etc.? And it's going to change this from an A to a B to a C to a D to an F. And like I said, anything C or below, we're probably going to have some discussion with them. But again, it's a nice tool to have on your site for them to do some self-evaluation for those that have never really, gone through the credit analysis. So how do we get this credit score onto our dear friend Aaron? You go add a page. And so when you add a page, let's go to Agent Pages, Credit. Credit score, there it is, put a radio dial in there. Credit score, okay, I get that if I'm an 8th grader for the tab. Credit score is the page title. When they drop down to it, click add. It drops down to the bottom. Let's move it up under mortgage types. And I think that's what we've had for, let's see what Mr. Fernando, he's got anything else under what I do for buyers. Nope, that's it for right now. Let's group or tree these all together, okay? So let's go over to Aaron again. This time we're going to add a group. And the group is going to be what I do for buyers. And let's click add. And as you know, it goes down to the bottom. We're going to pick it up from the bottom, and we're going to grab that little crossbar and drag it up. We're going to drag it right up above buyers. Okay, and now to put these all under there, we're going to indent calculate, indent how much home can I afford, indent mortgage types, indent credit score. We're not done yet with the buyers. I got, just like we had some specific things for sellers, we got some specific things that are sensational for the buyers. So again, what I'd like to do is just for a second here, let's see if I can unmute Miss Erin and see if, Erin, you there?
I am. Hi, Glenn. Hi, everyone.
Erin, so far, how do you like it?
I think it looks awesome. Definitely something I would not be able to do myself, but it looks great.
Well, great. I mean, when you look at, like you say, when you look at what you've got going so far, I mean, it's a graphic that attracts me and others. It's got, what you do for sellers. It's got now, what you do for buyers. They got search on here, what your home is worth, how you help them sell quickly. I mean, it's powerful, and we're just going to add to it now. So I'll keep your mic open, and you can make any comments that you like. But let's now go back to Fernando. And actually, before we go back to Fernando, because I think after what he does for buyers, we'll add these. These are very important here. Need down payment assistance. Again, I think you guys saw at the very beginning that down payment assistance was the flyer for your down payment assistance. What you guys need to know is that, there's 3 programs, 6,000, 7,500, and 10,000. The first two, the 6,000 and the 7,500, they require no monthly payments. It's great. You get $6,000 forgivable grant. You get $7,500 zero interest loan with no payments for 30 years or until you sell the house. They're great programs, and it's a lower interest rate and a lower credit score. It's like you need this on your website, so people, when they click on this, you notice when they click, it's downloadable. They can download it, they can print it, they can carry it around with them. Makes it very easy for you to put this into people's hands by sending them to your personal website. So how do we get this into Aaron's site? Well, again, let's go to my cheat sheet of links. So need down payment help. Here's the link. Let's copy it. let's bring it over to Erin then. Let's go back to her page. Go here, I'm gonna add a page. Now remember, I'm going to an outside link. You guys are getting pretty good at this now. You link it to an outside website when you're going to an outside website. So put a radio dial in there, then name the page. Well, this is, you're asking the question, need down payment assistance? And I'll bet it might spark some people to take action. Need down payment assistance. Cool. Let's put in the name of the website. Let's paste it in there. Open in a new window and hit add. Okay. And need down payment assistance. Let's put it right in underneath what I do for buyers. But it's special, so we're leaving it outside of it. So again, let's just go view it real quickly. And we see that on Erin's page now, she's got need down payment assistance. They click on it, and it's going to take them to that beautiful flyer that they can download and print. More importantly, she could do a Zoom meeting like we're doing with them, and she could open up this flyer and talk to them about the 6,000, the 7,500, and the 10,000. Show and tell right now, it's right there on her website. Very cool. So let's go back to our dear friend Fernando, and he also has how to buy a home for 1% of the purchase price. Okay, that was that Excel spreadsheet. Let's go to my cheat sheet of links. And how do I buy a home for 1% of the purchase price? There's the link. Let's copy it. Let's go back to Erin's personal website. Let's add a page. It's an outside link. Erin, should we link it to an outside website?
Yep.
There we go. Put a check mark there, put a radio dial. Okay, so this here, the name of the tab should be, how to buy a home for 1% of purchase price. Okay. What I'll do is, once I spell it correct, I will copy it. I'll then put it down here in the page title. Let me just make sure that I've got everything here that I want. Yep. Take out this introductory HTTP so I don't duplicate it, and paste the link that we copied. Open it in a new window, click add. It's going to go to the very bottom again. We're going to go to the bottom here, and we are going to drag it up underneath down payment assistance. Now let's go view it. I want to just show you one quick thing here so that you guys realize what you got. How do I buy a home for 1% of the purchase price? When you click on it, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let's go to Fernando. We're going to copy this. And we're going to go back over to Erin. Or buy a home, we're going to edit. I understand that. it doesn't want me to edit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this page and come back and create a new one. So add a page. I'm going to link it to an outside site. I'm going to put on here to buy a home for 1% of purchase price. I'm then going to copy this. Oop, I don't want it. I'll have to retype it. I already have the copy of the link on my temporary clipboard, so I don't want to destroy that for 1% of purchase price. Get rid of this. Let's paste. Let's add. Let's move it up. And let's go view it. And let's click on our tab. And we now have it. Okay. So we have, by the way, I'll change that link to a good link when I send it out to everybody after this presentation. The thing I wanted to show you guys is that all real estate boils down to 3 buckets of cash. Bucket 1 is down payment. Who pays it? Bucket 2 is closing cost. Who pays it? Bucket 3 is escrows. So if someone said, well, I don't want to buy a $200,000 house. I want to look at a $250,000 house. On your website, they can change the purchase price to the $250,000. These are your 3 down payment assistance programs, $10,000, $7,500, and $6,000. It is not just for first-time home buyers. It's for anybody, even an existing homeowner. And it changes these numbers. And it said, okay, you must come up with 1% of your own funds per IDA. So that's 1% of 250 is $2,500. We need $8,750 in total. So I got $2,500 from the customer. So IDA is going to come up with $6,250 out of my $10,000. Cool. Then I know that my closing costs are about $5,000, and I have to ask, who's going to pay that? Well, there's only $3,750 left that IDA can contribute because that they use $6,250. The $6,250 and the $3,750 combines to $10,000. I used up all my down payment assistance. Very cool. Either the customer is going to come up with $1,250, or notice it says if the realtor negotiates for a client, if you at least negotiate that the seller is going to pay $1,250 in closing costs, the borrower comes up with nothing. So now we got our $5,000, put a check mark, we got all the money for closing costs. And last but not least, the escrows. There's always a real estate tax credit that the seller gives us because in the state of Illinois, we pay our taxes 1 year behind. So if you and I have a closing on July 31st, who lived in the house for 7 months, the seller will give 7 months worth of real estate taxes as a credit. The credit always exceeds what the lender is going to ask them to put up in the escrow. So going backwards, the escrow is 0. The borrower's closing costs are 0 between IDA and you negotiating that the seller pays at least $1,250. And the down payment, they must come up with for IDA at least 1% of their own funds, and IDA can provide the rest. So they just bought a $250,000 home for $2,500. Kind of cool stuff that you guys should know. You know, it helps tremendously when you're talking to a client to see something in writing as to how they can buy a house for as little as 1% of the purchase price. So having said that, this is now on Aaron's site. So let's go back. To Mr. Fernando. And get pre-approved for free. Okay, when you get pre-approved for free, which again, you're gonna want a lot of people to do that, you can send them right over here to the Marino Lending team. There's this apply now button. Kind of cool to have it right there on your personal site. So what you do is you go over here to my link, to my cheat sheet of links. And there it is, the Marino Lending team. Let's copy it. Let's go back over here to Aaron. Let's go to, we want to add a page. Let's click add a page. We're going to an outside website. Click that there. You're going to now name the tab. The tab is going to be called Get Pre-Approved for Free. Everybody likes free. And when they drop down to the page is going to say Get Pre-Approved for Free. Okay, let's put in the name of the website that we just copied and paste. Open in a new window, click add. Again, I think these three are very important. Down payment assistance is very important to be a highlight on your site. How to buy it for 1%, highlight it on your site. And how to get pre-approved for free. So again, when we view Erin's site, her personal website now, get pre-approved for free, click it. She's in business. Perfect. Okay, let's go back to our cheat sheet. We're almost done here. There's something called the glossary and contact me. The glossary is already there, it comes standard with the Agent Marketing. And anything you can think of, abstract of title, acceleration clause, accrued interest, adjustable rate, agreement of sale, amortization, annual percent. They got a glossary of terms, but it's alphabetical. Go to your B's, bona fide, blanket mortgage, biweekly mortgage, bill of sale. You have this cool glossary. Great, great, great. Okay, so now that you got this great glossary, last but not least, every website needs a contact me page. Hey, I think you're a rock star, Erin. I want to contact you. All right, so we need a contact me page. So let's go over here to Erin. Let's add a page. And the contact me page is under common pages. There's the contact. Click it. The tab itself says contact me. The eighth grader in me says, that's great. I think it should also say contact me when they drop down, and then click add. It is at the very bottom, and it is very fine to be at the very bottom. We've got everything that Fernando had, but I got a couple of other wonderful things to add to this and see if you guys like this. So let's go back to the agenda because I put a couple of interesting items on there. We did the theme. We opened up Fernando's cheat sheet. We added pages. We used the handout, the links. Now, again, once this is created, you can now, where are you going to put it? You can put this Pearl on your business card. I would. It's got a lot of resources for buyers and sellers, and it's got information about you. You can put it in your email signature. Go to your Yahoo, Hotmail, Gmail, and put, for what I do for buyers and what I do for sellers, click this link. Post it in Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Periodically, shoot a Facebook ad out there, seeing, how many people are going to your website. In a different class, I'll show you how to put the Facebook pixel inside this personal website, such that you can use, if anybody goes to this personal website, you can capture them in a custom audience, and then you can remarket to them, because obviously they had some interest in clicking on your personal website, a real estate personal website. You may as well market to them. You can use it, like I said, as a landing page for Facebook posts or ads. You can send prospects to your personal website to educate them and enhance what you've been talking to them about on the phone. You can use a free Zoom account. Just like what I'm doing today, a free Zoom account allows you to do 40-minute presentations to up to 100 people. I think that's something that all you agents should be opening up free Zoom accounts and learning how to communicate with your clients, not only in today's environment with COVID-19, but in the future. People like this. This is easy for them to be at home and having a personal conversation, seeing your face, and having great communication. And you can always then share your screen and bring up your personal website and go through your 17-page flip book or show them how to buy a home for 1%, etc. There's also, I wanted to do a couple of other things. Let's go to the personal links. A couple of other things I want to make sure we got on there. We did the down payment help, how to buy a home for 1%. Oh, videos. This is really cool. I'll put it out. I'll put it onto Erin's personal website, and then I'll take it off. But should you guys do videos, all you have to do is take the YouTube link, and we're gonna create a new tab called your video blog or educational videos, however you want to call it, and we're gonna start hanging all of your videos on there. So let me give you an example. So we go back over here to Erin, and let's just go to YouTube for a second, to my YouTube channel. Because whenever I do a video with one of you wonderful agents, I put it in my channel. And so here's different agents and, you know, different videos. And like, here's a minute 40-second video. Homeownership just got easier with down payment assistance. Okay, so let's just bring this up real quickly. I'm not going to play it for a minute and 40 seconds.
Really exciting news. I'd like to introduce my friend here, Glenn from First Centennial Mortgage, and he has a terrific program for down payment assistance for the year 2019. Glenn, what's it all about?
You know, Bill. Stop it there. That's enough. All right. Let's just say that this was you and me, and we're doing a video. And again, it doesn't have to be me in the video. If you do a video, once you've uploaded your video and edited it and put in your captions, and it's in YouTube, you copy the YouTube URL. You go back over here to Erin's page, your page, add pages, add a page. We're going to link it to an outside website. Funny how we've been doing that all along. This is going to be called, I don't know, what do you want to call it, Erin? Video blogs or educational videos? What do you want?
Video blogs.
Okay, so let's call it video blogs. And again, that's going to be the tab. Then what you're going to do is when they click on that, they're going to drop down to the page called video blogs. And then what we're going to do is we'll open it up in a new window. Actually, no, I know what I'm going to do here. We're going to use that group, add a group. But first, the first one is this, we're going to name, this is home ownership just got easier. Okay? And then what we're going to do is when they drop down, it's going to go to home ownership just got easier. Now what you do is take the YouTube URL and paste it in here. Cool. Open it up in a new window, hit add. Okay, I'm going to leave it down at the bottom for right now because now the next thing I need to do is I need to open up a group, and I'm going to call this group my video blogs. And I'm going to hit add. Okay, and I'm going to go down to the bottom, and I'm going to move this up above my video on home ownership. I want to make it underneath. I'm going to indent. I want to, every time I do a new video, I'm just going to indent and make it part of my video blogs. And again, let's say you decide, hey, I don't like video at this point in time. Even if you just did blogs, what if you just wrote a one paragraph about you know, the art of negotiating, or the benefits a realtor does, you know, what a realtor does to help you negotiate a successful contract. You could write a little paragraph about it, and you could put that white paper in here as, you know, your little blog. So you can keep adding and adding and adding. This is what it looks like then on your personal website. Click view. You see where it says video blogs? There's a little drop down. They can click home ownership just got easier. And when they do, if this was
really exciting news. I would like to, I got some.
If this was Erin and me, this would be then her video blog for that particular week, that particular month. Kind of a cool addition. So again, I will take that off of your website there, but I just wanted to just show people that you can add videos now to your personal website. Let's go back to my cheat sheet on links. We did the video blog. Oh, get other free reports. Okay. What about the 90-day report? That's when you get your free 90 things you should not neglect when selling your home. Well, Erin, you've got that one already, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, that should be something. Again, you want to add more people to your database, give away free things, give away a free report. So what you're going to do is, we need the link to our 90 things report. What I did in preparation for the class is I went to what's called box.net. It's wherever you can upload documents into a cloud. So let me just show you here. I think this is where it is. I use something called box.net, and the generic 90 things report is here. The one that's specific to Erin is right here. And so if it's up here in the cloud, so that whenever somebody wants it, and again, Erin, you don't even have to send it to them once it's on your personal website like this. They'll be able to download it right off your personal website. So this is even easier than what you've been doing in the past. So once it's up into a cloud, such as box.net, we uploaded the document, and I'll show you guys what the document looks like in a second. It gives you a share button, and when I click share, it says you can either share it to people or you can copy the link. Well, I want the link. So I'm going to copy it. It says copied. I'm going to go back over here to our dear friend Erin, and I want to add a page. And what I want to do is I'm going to link it to an outside website. And I'm going to call this Get Your Free Report "90 things you," again, if you have to spell things correctly first, 90 things you can't neglect when selling your home. Cool. That's too long for me to retype, so I'm just going to copy, and I'll recopy the link. So copy that, put that then as the name title on the page. I now need the HTTP, get rid of that. I'm going to go back to this box. I'm going to copy the link again. I'm going to go back over here to Erin, and I'm going to paste. Okay, so I got the button, I got the page title, I got the URL. It's open in a new window, click add. So now, Erin, this is more in the seller area. And so again, what is my home worth? How I sell your home quickly? And maybe we move this up under, because again, it's kind of a special report. People like free. So let's keep moving it up until we get it up under the seller area. Right after I sell your home quickly. So again, let's now go view it. Get your free report, 90 things you can't neglect when selling your home. Click on it. Oh, doesn't that look nice? And she's got her picture, 90 things, and now she's got this 8-page report. It literally goes through 90 things that sellers should not neglect when thinking about selling their home. Erin, how easy is it for them now to just click the download button and print?
Super simple.
Super simple. Super simple. So again, very cool there. Let me see one other thing that might be on my cheat sheet for links. Let's go to get pre-approved for free. We did the 90 days. Oh, just get other free reports. And then recommended vendors. So other free reports. Let's put it out there and see what we come up with. Let's go to Aaron. Let's go to add a page, except this is under common pages, and it's going to be called free reports. There it is. And again, I kind of like it as an 8th grader. Free reports looks good to me. And what I would do is then they come down to the page title, free reports, click add. Now, it depends on whether you want to keep it out there or not, but let's just move. Free reports can be before the contact me. Obviously, I'm taking off the video blocks. I may as well just delete it while I've got that here. Okay, so they want me to first delete this. And now let's delete the page there, the group. Cool. All right. So now we got is free reports after the glossary. And let's see what that really means. Because you got to do at least a little work. If somebody clicks on free reports, because, hey, I like free reports. Let's see what it is. Free reports. They can click, give me 5 powerful buying strategies. Give me saving thousands by avoiding these 5 trade-up mistakes. What you would have to do if somebody clicks on these 2 reports, they want those. They're going to give you their name, email, solve the word puzzle, and hit submit, and it's going to come right to you, Aaron. Now, what you would have to do is you would have to go into Google, and you're going to Google. You didn't say that you were going to give them reports that you created. You're going to give them some free reports, and you're going to find, several reports about buying strategies to save people thousands. Send them, an article that talks about the buying tips, the buying strategies to save them thousands of dollars when buying a home. The author can be there. You're just sharing with them, hey, I found this wonderful report by Glenn Marino about the 5 powerful buying strategies. Enjoy. Have a great day. Let me know if you need my help in finding homes and selecting a dream home for you and your family. And then you can have, are you thinking about buying now in the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months? You'll start the conversation with them once you have their contact information and you have and you've given them the report. You want to keep this out there knowing that you're going to have to search in the internet for a report and then send it to whoever gives you their contact information. Do you want to keep it out there, Aaron?
I would say delete it for now.
Okay. So let's go back to your pages. But I just want to let you guys know that feature's out there. So click delete and delete. I mean, you can see that this is pretty doggone easy to add and subtract from. And so again, last but not least, let's say that you wanted to do vendors, okay? Say you wanted to have recommended attorneys, recommended home inspectors. Well, again, what you would do is you would add a group. You would say recommended vendors and hit add. Okay, so now you got the grouping down at the bottom there, recommended vendors. And what you would do then is you would add a page, but I would add where it says a custom page. So for example, if we clicked on this, and this might be, say, your recommended, what do you say, attorneys. And when they click on that, you want to bring them to, the page should say attorneys. Okay, and you're going to hit add. Okay, so now it's down here. Again, if you want to make it a part of recommended vendors, just indent it. And then you're going to edit the page. And the page is going to have all this information that Agent Marketing puts out. These are samples of how you could set up. If an attorney has a picture, you want to put their headshot. You could upload their picture, and then you could write something about them. Or you can just do information about them, or you can do a list style. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to take this out, delete it. I'll even take out the picture for right now. And what I'll do here is I'll say, Attorney Jake Kiltz. If I wanted to, then I could put in his phone number. I can put in, his address. I can put in his email address. So again, you can put in the vendors that you want. Put a picture in there of what they look like, and then from there, hit save. And now what you have is you would have a page when you go back over here to your personal website and you view it. You're going to have a tab called Recommended Vendors, a drop down, Attorneys. Another one would be Home Inspectors. Another one might be Handyman. There's all sorts of people that are on your team. I know you already have your recommended lender in Glen Marino with First Centennial, so you don't need to put that one in there. But your recommended vendors could be right here. They click on Attorneys, and obviously it would show up here with contact information. And then you put the next. You want to put 3 attorneys on here and 3 home inspectors on that page. You can, but it presents itself very beautifully, does it not?
Looks great.
Okay.
Put cover photos on these, or
You can. What I would recommend you do is you contact Hillary at Agent Marketing, and she can work with you on changing out pictures. If you have pictures that you can send to her, she can then have her team change them out for you. All right? So, having said that, what do you think? Why choose me? Testimonials, my listings, what I do for sellers, what is my home worth? How do I sell your home quickly? 17-page flip book. Get your free report for 90 days. Oop, sorry about that. Didn't mean to click through. Find a home. What I do for buyers, a drop down. Need down payment assistance. How I buy a home for 1%. Get pre-approved. Contact me. Glossary. Recommended vendors. Is this something that you can use?
absolutely.
It beats the, and by the way, I know that you guys have, you might have a HomeSmart, if it's got a good search tool for homes or something, up here where it says My Listings, you could put another tab in here that says, other listings. Again, it may not just be HomeSmart listings. It might just be a tool that gets you to other listings. So feel free to, you can use the HTTP, the URL of your HomeSmart website, and put it under one, put it under a new tab and make it a tab within your personal website. So any comments, any questions anybody has? Unmute yourself. If not, then I'm going to carry on. I'm going to look at the chat for a quick second here. I would like you guys to give me a Google review. If you can just give a Google review to the Marino Lending Team, it'll take you there. So if you thought this class was worthwhile, please give us a Google review. And obviously, we do this so that you can refer some of your buyer leads to my team. I'm not asking you to replace your existing lending relationships. Just please add us because I think we add value to what you guys do. Tony Marino is our branch manager. That's his phone number. That's his email. I'll send it out to you guys also. We're going to give you a summary of this class. Let's take a real quick peek at the chat box. Good morning, everyone. There it is, Yin Yan. Thank you. Good morning to you also. If there's no other questions, thanks for being here today. You guys have been great. And I look forward to being with you again next Thursday at 10 a.m. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me if anybody's looking for any one-on-one help to get their personal website to the point that you see here today. This has been recorded. You'll be able to see the recording, play it, do the step, stop it, do the step, then play some more of the recording, the replay, and do each tab one by one by one. You've been great today. I appreciate you being here. Go talk to 10 people, and I look forward to being of service to you guys in the future. Take care.